LearnerEdu have decided to provide free education to all the students. As a part of this vision, I am going to take the chapter Quadratic Equation for 10th CBSE students. So let us see what are the topics in this chapter. The first topic is what is quadratic equation. The second topic is solutions of quadratic equation. It means how to solve a quadratic equation. And the third topic is the relationship between the roots. Roots means solutions of quadratic equation and the coefficient of quadratic equation. And at last, we will be doing the questions of NCERT. So let us see what is meant by a quadratic equation. Before that, we should know what is meant by the quadratic expression. A quadratic expression is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. And if you want this quadratic expression to become an equation, then there should be the sign of equality. When there is the sign of equality, a quadratic expression will become an equation. So we can say that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation where a not equal to 0. We wanted to know what will happen when a becomes 0. When a is equal to 0, then this particular equation will become bx plus c equal to 0, which is not quadratic but linear. If it want to be quadratic, then the power have to be 2. And let me say you one thing that you should be remembering. If the power is 2, then there will be 2 solutions for the equation. That means there could be 2 values that can satisfy the value of the variable x. If this is 3, suppose if it is a cubic equation, then it will have 3 solutions. And if the power is 4, then it will have 4 solutions. So a quadratic equation will have 2 solutions that can satisfy the given equation. And a must not be equal to 0. Now, let us see how to find the solution of a quadratic equation. The first method among this is using the equation. By using this given equation, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a, we can find the value of x. So, what are these b, c and a? Let me remind you, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the quadratic equation. And here the coefficient of the variable x, a, b and this constant c is what is given in this equation. So by knowing this equation, you can find the solution of quadratic equation. Now, nature of roots of quadratic equation. Roots means solution. Okay. What are the nature of solution? So, in order to know that, we have b square minus 4ac. This is known as discriminant and we represent it using the capital letter D. If this discriminant is greater than 0, then the x value will have 2 real and different values. Okay. If one is 2, then the other will be any other real numbers. There will be 2 solutions, but they would be different. But if this discriminant is 0, x will have only one value. And if this discriminant is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary or we cannot find the value of x. Rather, you will learn how to find the value of x in the +1 complex numbers. Now, you have to just remember that if this b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. Now, what is the second method? This is the second method how we can find the solutions of a quadratic equation. Okay. And that is by the factorization method. It have in other name also like splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term. So you can say either factorization method or splitting the middle term method. And let me show you how to do this on the basis of an example. Suppose you have an equation x square minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let us see how to solve this given quadratic equation. Look at the middle term. This is the middle term. Minus 5x is the middle term. And you are going to split this middle term. But there is a particular rule that you have to see when you are splitting the middle term. And that is what I am going to explain you through this example. So you have x square minus 4x minus x plus 4 is equal to 0. So now I have split the middle term into minus 4x and minus x. Let me know whether this splitting is correct or not. How can I check that? You should find the sum. What is the sum? Minus 4x plus minus x. Okay. That means you have to add the middle term that you have splitted. So what you get the solution? Minus 4x minus x. That is minus 5x. Yes. Same as above given equation. Right? It is same as that in the given above equation. It is minus 5x itself. Now you have to find the product. Okay. Now you have to find the product. What is the product? Minus 4x into minus x. What is the answer? 4x square. Okay. Now you should multiply the first term of the equation and the constant. Which is the first term? X square. And which is the constant? 4. Okay, let us multiply them. 4 into x square. What is the answer? 4x square. So when you multiply the splitted middle term and when you multiply the first term and the constant of the quadratic equation, you get the same answer, 4x square. So it means that the way you have splitted the middle term is absolutely correct. Now let us take the common element outside. From here you can take x outside. So inside you will have x minus 4. Here you can take minus 1 outside. And inside you will have x minus 4 is equal to 0. In both of these, x minus 4 is common. So I take x minus 4 outside. Inside you have x minus 1 is equal to 0. So let us consider this first. X minus 4 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 4. It is one solution. Now let us consider this one. X minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1. So it have two solutions. One is x is equal to 4 and the other is x is equal to 1. Now let me explain the third method. Okay. So third method is completing the square method. Okay. Completing the square method. So in this particular method, you wanted to use two equations. That is two identities you have already learned in the chapter polynomial. One is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. And the second one is a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b the whole square. Any of these will be needed to use to solve the equation. So this method, completing the square method, I'm going to explain through an example. So let us take an example. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Look at the given equation. First of all, you have to see the coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of x square is 2. Am I correct? The coefficient of x square is 2. You have to make it 1. How to make it 1? By dividing the whole equation by 2. So you can take it as x square minus 7 by 2 into x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Am I correct? Now what you have to do? Now you have to look at the coefficient of x. First you have looked at the coefficient of x square and I have noticed that it is not 1. So I have to make it 1. For that particular purpose, I have divided the whole equation by 2. And this resulting equation, you have to look at the coefficient of x. Okay. The coefficient of x is 7 by 2. You have to take the half of it, square it, add to the equation, as well as you have to subtract. Okay, what I have told, let me show you. You have to take the half of coefficient of x. When you take the half of coefficient of x, that is 7 by 4. You wanted to square it, add to the equation, as well as you have to subtract it. The remaining thing is 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Am I correct? It is same as the above equation because you have added 7 by 4 the whole square as well as you have subtracted it. So the resulting answer here, just this one, is 0 itself. That means there is no change for the equation, right? I haven't made any change. It is nullified. This effect is nullified because adding as well as the subtracting is done. Now look at this. X square minus 7 by 2 x plus 7 by 4 the whole square. Can you identify the form? Yes, it is absolutely correct. A minus b whole square. Am I correct? So I can write it as x minus 7 by 4 the whole square is equal to the remaining thing, this particular part. You have to take to RHS. So what you will get? When you square it, you have 49 divided by 16. And this plus 3 by 2, when goes to the right side, it will become minus 3 by 2. In order to solve this area, here the denominators are not same. One is 16 and the other is 2. So I have to make it equal. So I multiply by 8. Okay. So what happens? This will become 49 by 16 minus 3 times 8 is 24 by 2 times 8 is 16. So it will be 25 by 16. Am I correct? So you got that x minus 7 by 4 the whole square is equal to 25 divided by 16. So x minus 7 by 4 is equal to under root of 25 by 16. That is plus or minus 5 divided by 4. Correct? Now you wanted to find the two values of x. So listen very properly. First I consider x minus 7 by 4 is equal to 5 by 4. So x is equal to 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4. That is 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. Now let me consider the other value. Okay. X minus 7 by 4 is equal to minus 5 by 4. So x is equal to 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4. So what you get? 7 minus 5, that is 2 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 2. So you got two solutions, right? You got two solutions. One is x is equal to 3 and the other is x is equal to 1 by 2. So what you have done? In this completing the square methods, you will have to use any of the given identity, that is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, or a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Now look at the given equation. First of all, you have to see whether the coefficient of x square is 1 or not. If it is not 1, then you have to make it 1. And you have seen how to make it 1, right? You have to divide by that coefficient. So it will become, the coefficient of x square will become 1. Then you have to look at the coefficient of x. Take the half of it, square it, add as well as subtract it. Then use any of the given above identities. Then you can follow the remaining method of solving a simple equation. Am I correct? So you got the two values. Now let me get into the last topic, that is the relationship between the coefficient as well as the roots of a quadratic equation. Suppose you have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And the solution of this quadratic equation be alpha comma beta. Okay, that is the two values of x, alpha and beta. If you add this solution alpha plus beta, then that will be same as minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. And if you product it, alpha into beta, you have multiplied the solution. It is same as c by a. That is what you are given. Alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. And how a quadratic equation is made? A quadratic equation is made in this form. X square minus sum of root. Sum of root means alpha plus beta, right? Add the two solution over here. Product of root, that is alpha into beta. Okay. So this is how a quadratic equation is produced. So we have completed the whole theory of the chapter quadratic equations. Okay. And we will be doing all the questions in the NCERT parts by part. So this is the first part of the quadratic equation. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching.